Third one, Honorable Speaker, and I want to remind my colleagues who are chairs and who are in leadership in this House that we have seen chairs of committees in the past. We have been able to assess their performance, including chair of the CDF committee. We have seen about 3 in the past before the current one. And what I'm seeing, Honorable Speaker, I see a situation where members of this House who have been given the responsibility to lead committees and to represent fellow colleagues who are members of parliament, they behave as if they have become cabinet secretaries of the current government. So that anytime you go to television, anytime you are here, the way you address us who are your colleagues is as if you are sitting here as the Minister for Finance, as if you are sitting here for me, Honorable Speaker. I think what we are saying is this, and I want to agree with the Honorable Mbandi said. You know, for you to grow an economy, and I want to speak with an authority on this matter, for you to grow an economy, if you have no development activities, either in the rural or in the cities, you will never grow your economy. Economy grows because of the development budget. And when you look at what is happening, Honorable Speaker, it's as if this money, CDF money, goes to our pockets as members of parliament. Far from the truth. It goes to do development. So colleagues who are in leadership, I want to urge you, please separate the executive and parliament matters to do with financing. The budget of parliament is less than 2% of the total budget of this country. It's about 1.02. And I wonder, as you are trying to tell us to keep on waiting and waiting, the ministries are doing their business on a serious note. So are we saying that you don't want members to support the local economies? And I agree with Wagari when she says, the only people who are working is this money, is the money which goes to the people. Governors have their money, and you can see what is happening. We all come from different counties. So please, colleagues, behave as if you are members of parliament and protect the independence of parliament when it comes to matters to do with functions of parliament. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Maclap. Give him a working mic.
I think it's working now. Switch on. So, Speaker, I am shocked to the
You have no mic.
So, Speaker, I am shocked to the bone marrow from the information given by my neighbor, Honorable Sirma. I am shocked to my bone marrow because he read a statement until he terminated it instantly. Meaning, his neighbor here and neighbor at home, Jepkonga. So, Speaker, truthfully speaking, this is my first time in Parliament. There is a big contradiction between being a member of Parliament and being an executive. So, Speaker, if you read there, it says for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We are the people who represent the interests of the very poor, the have-nots at home, the hustlers at home, Mr. Speaker. This is the only fund that equalizes Kenya. It doesn't deserve regions of who voted for government, and it doesn't deserve regions. It serves all the people of Kenya. This is the NGCDF and the NGAV, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, this House, going forward, Mr. Speaker, before we appropriate any funds to any ministry, Mr. Speaker, the first charge going forward shall become the NGCDF, so that we can be able to sort out the problems of this country. So, Mr. Speaker, I come from a constituency that is suffering from banditry. The children are on my shoulders. I got the first 30, I dispersed it. Now there is nothing. Mr. Speaker, it is a serious matter that in Njuguna Ndungu and his treasury mandarins and my chairman here should actually put it as a priority for the nation to release this money this week so that we are able to send children to school, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are 8 months and we still have promises. I want to ask the leadership of this House. Last year, it was an extraordinary year. It was an extraordinary year because there was issues of court and CDF came late. So we cannot compare an extraordinary year and a normal year where we passed appropriation in good time. Why do other ministries receive their exchequer and yet CDF is not getting? Mr. Speaker, we must rise to the occasion and call all members of this house, regardless. Children of Kenya do not belong to Azimio or Kenya Kwanza. They are the children of the nation. They are the future. If we interfere with the future, we shall also interfere with this parliament and we shall interfere with the nation. Mr. Speaker, we must rise as members and defend the people of Kenya. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Nabii Nabwera.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to add my voice on this issue. Mr. Speaker, I don't know how I want to describe that message from the executive. To the best of my knowledge, the chair CDF, the chair CDF committee of this house, this is totally embarrassing, totally unacceptable. You are putting all of our jobs on the line. Where? You are putting our jobs on the line. And my friend, you may not survive it yourself. Because, Mr. Speaker, the most heartening thing about this energy CDF, lack of disbursement, is that the schools in Kenya, instead of receiving 50% of capitation, they received 20. So in a week or two, the schools will not be operating. The day schools will send children home. What will we do with those children? Why are we trying to kill a generation? Mr. Speaker, I want to stand here and confirm that the head of this country stood in my constituency and said the economy has improved. And if the economy has improved, where is the money of CDF? Because the economy has improved. That is the head of state. I find it totally unacceptable that the CS Treasury, who misled the Speaker of this House by making a promise that in 2 months' time we are here, the money has not come. Mr. Speaker, the best thing for this House is, one, to tell the CDF committee to go and camp in the CS Treasury's office. They should leave this house. Waende wadai pesa. Secondly, that there should be no business until there is money released to see